Why do we always start our video out like that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, should I put glasses on?
And it's unplanned. That's not something that we say, we're going to smile and look.
Yes.
This looks good. Have you shown them what it up close?
No, this is yours. You got more than me.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
This is our mukbang night. And we are having a grand meal. Put it a little closer, baby.
Okay.
We have lamb chops and smoked Gouda cheese grits.
Ooh, that. We about to have some fried arm, baby, because it got that light that he was cooking.
And we have a new salad that we're trying out. Neither one of us has had this.
I know. I've been scared. I've been watching it for years, but I've been scared to try kale salad because the lettuce is so coarse.
It's very coarse, but we found out today by watching TikTok.
You have to massage it.
You got to massage
the kale.
And honestly, that kale got soft right in front of my hand.
And you put the oil. It got soft before you put the oil or something on there?
Well, no, not really. Okay. So we had to put like extra virgin olive oil on the kale and massage it.
I'm gonna go ahead.
And it got so soft. And we have a dressing that we made.
That's special. That's gourmet dressing.
Gourmet dressing. And we are going to bless. This is my plate. We are going to bless our food and get
gourmet juice.
AKA Taylor Port. Okay. You bless our food and then we'll dive in.
Father God, we thank you once again for this opportunity to come before you. We thank you for all you've done for us. We ask you to bless this food. I ask you to bless us as we eat it and bless the ones that watch us. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And I do want to say this, y'all. Like, share it, and comment. I know it's people who watch our channel because I can tell, but maybe you're not subscribed or coming on our posts. Like, we like to talk back to people. If we could do this live and then put it on YouTube, we would do that because we like to interact with people.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So
these are my wife's special grits. You guys have never had grits like this before.
That's so good, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you one thing I cook is some grits. Can't cook no rice.
I do the rice. You know, everybody doing the rice.
My husband do the rice. I'm so scared to taste that salad. I'm gonna let my husband taste it first.
Wow.
You gotta make sure nothing's wrong with it.
I'm a cupbearer like Nehemiah.
Oh yeah. He had to taste
the king's stuff.
The king's food to make sure nothing was wrong with it. Because if he didn't die, then food's fine. Yeah. Or get sick. I think it's tough. What it taste like?
I'll eat them. It's good.
Really? Mm-hmm. Can you taste the lemon?
I can't.
No. All right.
I like the blue cheese in there.
It has blue cheese, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers. I have bacon in mine. He doesn't have it in his, and we garnish it with lemon. Oh.
Well.
This is good.
I'll definitely eat that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
very refreshing.
With a little spinach in there.
Yeah. Baby, this is really good.
Yeah, I agree. I try to find a way to sneak spinach into everything.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I put him on spinach, child. When I first met my husband, he was eating iceberg lettuce.
And now...
That sounded good.
Spinach was wonderful.
Better in nutrients.
And Papa ate them all the time.
Okay, but we're not gonna make y'all just look at there. We're not gonna make y'all just look at us eat. We have some pop it. Okay, we have top tender. We have some topics we're gonna discuss. And we have a lot of true crime subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is really how we got most of our followers are from people who have liked how we discuss the different cases that was going on. We initially started with the Alexis Ware case, and we had over 5,000 views on that. people liking the comments that we do have come from there. Come from true crime stuff that we do. So we want to talk about, like, I know there were murders when we were younger, but now I feel like it's more and it's becoming more common. We're becoming more desensitized because they're so common and people think they're celebrities when they do it. Like the Idaho murder case. 4 white University of Idaho students were murdered in their sleep by a stranger to them. Like, why did you choose them? Why them? Why you did it like that? They said this guy went into a house, murdered 3 girls, 1 guy, in the span of 9 to 14 minutes. He was in and out the house. Like, ain't that weird? How can you do that fast? And get away with it for 2 months? Really?
You know, it seemed like to me, he must have knew the layout of the house.
They said the house was like a party house. So he could have been in that house and they don't know. I remember being in college and having parties and we didn't know everybody came in there. We was like, party in 202. It's going down.
I remember at a party in our dorm. They told me I was knocking on the door and had me open the door. Answer the door like I knew who the person was. I had to let him in regardless because I didn't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're at a party house like that, everybody comes in. You don't know who it is. You don't know nothing about it.
So I just think that's a very weird case, and I'm thinking about, like, as a parent,
I feel sad.
Like, what do you do? Like, I'm sure those people didn't know they was raising a murderer. Especially when you have a child that's kind of weird. Like, they like doing things that's, like, not normal kid stuff.
A little different.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Like,
with this cat. Everybody said there was no signs, though. Right? Of the dude.
No signs of him being a murderer, but there are definitely signs that he was a little off. Like, well, I'm not gonna say there's no signs of him being a murderer. It was a guy called a BTK murderer. Brian was the guy who allegedly committed the murders. He studied a guy who was a murderer, had gotten away with it for 20 years in the 90s. And
but not necessarily make you
that you just want. No, you don't, because I do that. I study them people too. But I don't get on forums and ask like, okay, well, I guess I'm kind of doing it right now.
You know what I'm saying? So just because I listen to a murder case or true crime case almost every day of the week.
Yeah.
And I looked at Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. And Gacy. I looked at all that kind of stuff. So if you look at my history, you may see some of that stuff. But that don't mean I'm a killer.
I get it. Because I'm not. I would never. But I am fascinated about that stuff. And he was just studying them. And I don't actually study the killer. Like, that's the weird part. When you're studying and fascinated with the actual killer versus the case. Like, we like the case. We watch it from the inception to the trial to what happens once they go to jail, like that type of stuff. But I don't know.
One of these guys went to my high school. Central Valley High School.
One of the victims. Yeah, in what's that? Pullman? Not Pullman, Washington. In where? Spokane. Okay. Okay, so the thing we've been fascinated with lately, other than the Idaho murders, is the Murdaugh murders. That was the craziest thing I ever seen, y'all.
This one, I don't understand this guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have it all. Beautiful family, wife and kids.
Great business.
Booming business.
Family lineage of history.
Good name. Money.
In a small
boats, planes.
Houses. Maids.
Multiple houses. Multiple maids. Caretakers.
And you still blow up.
And you still... Like greed, like that's still not enough. Mm-hmm. Like that is so weird to me.
What was he embezzling money for? Did he ever say what he embezzling for? Mm-hmm. He claimed he blamed on his drug habit.
Yeah. But he said he was taking 60, what kind of those pills? Opioids a day.
That's a lot. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
He said he spent $50,000 a week on drugs.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah. But I think when he meant that, like, when you do drugs, I don't feel like you do that stuff by yourself. Like, you got your partners.
Not that much.
People at your firm. If you buying it for them little parties y'all have after work, you can spend $50,000.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to be supplying people.
Yeah.
$50,000, that's hard to do by yourself.
You get it for your kids. Whoever, because you never know. They was, down for whatever. Like, to me, if you're underage at 13, 14, 15 years old and your parents are giving you alcohol and buying beer and liquor for you and your friends, then I don't feel like when you're 22 years old, I don't feel like your daddy will care that you're doing the same thing you doing. So.
Especially because a lot of people don't think opioids are wrong.
Yeah, because they prescribed by the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when they ain't prescribed to you by your doctor for the right amount, it is wrong.
People have it in their mind that just because they're pills, from a doctor, it's all right to take them.
Yeah, but baby, Alex Murdaugh blowed off his wife and his son's head. Blowed their brains out, literally.
You know what?
Blowed them out.
Got me about this whole case, girl. I can remember years before, or whatever, when his maid died and fell on the steps, and he tricked her for the money. Mm-hmm. And he's
tricked the family.
Yeah, tricked her, and he's already a millionaire.
Yeah. Like, you got millions of dollars. People say it ain't never enough.
Yeah.
Once you get here, you always gonna want more. Mm-hmm. How we feel like we live comfortable. But we want to live better. Mm-hmm. They say that better never stops. Like, but I'm saying, dang, after you get planes and boats, what you want to do?
Yeah. But that's when you have your mind and everything set on everything down here.
Yeah.
And you greed, and greed may be just as bad as a drug addiction. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you never gonna stop.
Yeah, greed gonna make you do
you never
do all the stuff that they the drug,
Greed to make you kill.
Mm-hmm.
Now that, he would have got away with everything, right? But for his son,
I think he had done so much stuff, and people were so fed up. I just don't think he would have got away with nothing. Like, you talking about the video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so his son basically was the only witness of him murdering. His son, seconds before he was killed, was making a Snapchat unbeknownst to his dad and sent it in. And once something is recorded in your phone, it's no deleting it. And FBI got a hold to it, and that's what convicted him. He said he wasn't there minutes before they died. Yeah. And that video showed that you were.
So how did he try to wiggle out of that and say?
He tried to say that, okay, yeah, I was there, but I left immediately after that video was shot and went to the house, and I must have dozed off and went to sleep. So he's saying he didn't hear all those shots 1,200 feet away.
So you already lied to you weren't there, so
now I really don't believe nothing you say.
Can't believe nothing you say now. How do we know you're telling the truth now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much. But I don't know. He's trying to what you call it? Appeal.
Okay.
Appeal the case. Before the trial started, they agreed that the stuff about his money, about him the fraud stuff shouldn't be brought up in court. They agreed that. And the judge let it in. And you can't do that. Once you say you're not gonna let something in, you can't let it in.
You can't rechange it. I wonder why the judge did that.
I don't know. I don't think he was I think he thought if you can bring it in as a motive, it can come. But to me, I don't think you going to jail for murder, going to jail for fraud, 99 counts of fraud. How would murdering your wife and your son take away from that?
He thought he was going to get away with it. He thought he was going to get away with it. He thought he was going to get away with it, but but for technology this time, and the son recording, it'd have been done. And now I'm chopped off the chain, brother.
Thank you.
If a relative, someone close to you, committed a murder and came to you right when it happened or right after, what do you do? I ain't talking about a distant relationship, cousin. Say somebody you grew up with, or your mom killed somebody. What do you do? Or say get out of hand, they arguing, and they get into a fight with somebody, and they kill them on the accident. They're like, no, I can't.
That's different.
No, they're like, I can't call the cops though. They're like, no, I can't. And they're scared. What do you do? What do you do?
I don't know what I would do. I'm glad I ain't never been in a situation. I pray I never had to be in that situation, because I don't know what I would do. Because honestly, if you my mama,
man, that's tough.
I'm finna ride with my mama.
That's a tough.
Because I know her character is not going to pull a gun on no one for it just because you're mad, you know.
But
that's
she's
not
like,
a good reason.
We got to get away with the body though. Do away with the body. That's what I'm saying. That's what she like. We got to do it with the body or something. I don't want to call the cops. I don't want this, or she don't want to go down.
I said what I said.
That's tough.
It's tough. You want me to call the police on you? Or you want me to help you?
For better or worse.
No,
And this thing is a team.
Oh. I ain't calling the police on my husband. Now, if y'all come and y'all...
That's a different story.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna lie, but I ain't finna come get y'all and call y'all either. You better do your job and do what you gotta do, because
I want to.
this salad is so good.
When
really good to make this.
When it comes to the Idaho murders, I want to really hear from the girl that survived. That's what I want to. Because I heard, and saying she heard somebody crying or whining, and then somebody was saying, shh, I'm here to help you or something like that. That's so scary.
When I first initially heard it, I was like...
That is so scary.
Oh, now she got something to do with it, what I said, you know?
That's what I'm thinking. That is so scary.
But I started thinking about it. I stayed in an apartment in college that had 3 other people in it that I did not know. And I had just met them when we all moved into that apartment at the same time. Like, 2 of the people knew each other. one girl didn't know anybody, and I didn't know anybody, and then we all became friends. We still talk to this day, but you don't know what their character is. You don't know if they like men in and out. Yeah. You know, that's their business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I have my own door that I lock. I got my own bathroom. We share a kitchen, share a living room, but that's pretty much it. So if I see a guy, if I open my door at 4 o'clock in the morning, I see a dude, I'm be like, oh, somebody creeping. You know, I'm gonna close the door, lock the door, and go on back to bed. I'm not going to think, oh, my God, somebody's in here to kill my friend. That's not the first thing going to come to your mind. Unless you're in a city where stuff like that just happen all the time.
And I still wouldn't think it.
I know, yeah. You just don't think, not you, not your apartment. Like, that's not going to happen to you. That's what people think. But now, we kind of think different, don't we, baby? No. When we hear something, grab the bat, grab the gun. We finna go see, and grab the dog. The dog will let us know, well, that's how you be. But you gotta think a little different now, and that incident really made me think different because I'm thinking if I was her, but she heard some multiple times, and she went to the door 3 times. Yeah, because she kept hearing stuff, so she was like, "What is that?" You know. Wow. And the last time she seen him, and she was able to give a description of him to the police, I would feel so bad too. And then the fact that the guy who was a twin, you said he was from Spokane. His family said that his injuries were less severe and that he could have possibly lived had she went out there and checked or called the police or 911. Anything. But had she went out there at the wrong time, she would have been dead. And then you wouldn't have had no witnesses of what the person looked like. It could have been black, white, 5 people.
Did her testimony help get him?
Yeah. Well, no.
Okay.
No, it did. But once they got him, she could describe him. You know what I'm saying? Once they got, like, DNA, the DNA kind of put him in there. And then his car kind of put him in there. But even with the DNA in the car, that doesn't say that it's a white male. He's tall. He has bushy eyebrows. He has an athletic build.
He didn't cut his hands?
Baby, by the time they seen his hands, it's 2 months later.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think cuts would, but
cuts on your hands don't heal that fast.
This cut been on my hand 2 weeks.
Yeah, they don't heal.
I wash my hand, cut my hand washing dishes. Yeah. And this was a little cut. So, imagine having a K-bar knife, a hunting knife. Imagine that.
He was...
I don't know how he did it. 4 people, less than 15 minutes in and out the house, you murdered them, and nobody basically nobody heard that. You heard something, but you didn't hear that.
Was his dad helping him get away?
You know,
I know his dad probably said he didn't know anything about it. But
of course he's saying that now.
But was he?
But my thing is, okay, say if we got a child that goes to school in New York, college, right, and a murder happens. You don't think they're going to call you like, Dad, a murder happened 10 minutes down the road. They just went in there. You don't think they're ever going to mention that to you?
Yeah, they will.
Everybody child who's in that area called and told their parents that. You know what I'm saying? So you're 10 minutes away from where the incident happened. And they get on the news and say, a white Elantra, year 2013.
And that's the vehicle
that's the vehicle that your child has. Wouldn't that make you question that? Yeah. And you got on a plane, flew however many hours it is from Philly to
Idaho.
Wherever where's Tacoma.
Okay.
Flew to Tacoma to the airport and drove 18 hours across. Why would you do that? If you had a child living in New York, why would you fly and to drive her back unless she don't plan on coming back and you need to get her car back home and stuff? Clothes.
Are they thinking about charging his dad too?
No, they haven't got to that yet. And I don't think they worry about that. But they should worry about it because let's talk about the Gabby Petito case.
Just about to bring that up. Just about to bring it because they actually helped. Well, I don't want to say. Well, they helped him on. It's straight up. They helped him, right?
We ain't know them.
But after he killed her, they helped him.
Basically, your mom knew about it But you know what I'm saying? I ain't telling nothing on my child. Police better do their work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that girl, Gabby's parents were calling her her fiance's parents, like calling them like, okay, where's my child?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been a couple days. Brian back at the house. Where my child is? Mm-hmm. Like, did you leave her out there? Like, what's going on? Here they go, blocking her from this, blocking her from Facebook, not answering phones, not texting back, not doing nothing. Like, you blocked their parent when this girl parent is worried about her. She's a 22-year-old girl.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I honestly can see it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You don't want to throw your child to the wolves like that.
Yeah.
You know? But I also see, that's my child. You gonna tell me what's going on? Like, what? She been down there living with y'all. You said you was gonna care for her and be there for her. She been down there with y'all like 2 years. What are y'all doing? You know? Why are you acting like you don't care about her now? You been caring about her, calling you your daughter, feeding her, whatever. What's going on?
When murder and money are involved, anything goes.
Anything goes.
There's no script.
Anything goes, and now the parents are being sued.
There's no script.
Yeah, they're being sued
because they had the city doing all that work.
Yeah,
Empire looking for them.
Yeah, millions of dollars, $3 million they spent over the course of 60 days looking for this boy, and the whole time he was dead, and their parents knew he was dead. The parents go out to the woods and find him in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
find him in 30 minutes where it took thousands of cops and investigators months to find nothing. Like,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's amazing.
How can you explain it?
That's amazing.
And then they find a letter in his bag with him apologizing. A bag that been in the swamps for 2 months and it's able to be read. Like, that's some weird stuff to me.
Nobody found it.
And found the letter from your mama saying burn after reading. That's already code for it's something here. Girl, now y'all, I said that. That don't even sound right. Why I look like put it in handwriting? In my writing. It ain't even typed up. Child, I would have sent that note through a pigeon. It definitely wouldn't have been my handwriting, and he gonna burn after reading it. He didn't burn it. Like, what kind of mess is that? That sound like a setup for your son.
I didn't get that. I don't get them cases.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that, baby. I can't eat no more.
Yeah. I'm done.
I can't eat no more. I'm not even gonna deal with it. I can't even.
I slaved up the stove making this dessert. All the way from Walmart. Turtle cheesecake. And my husband don't even want to taste it.
I'll taste it.
You want to taste it?
Mm-hmm. You put it on me. Egg all the way to the bottom. So good.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. Well, I don't know what I would do. Nobody knows what they do till they be in that situation. You might think you're going to do something, but your heart, your religious values, your morals, all that can change everything. Money situation, political situation. Everything can change what you think you're going to do.
I agree.
So, we don't know what we would do. But we hope that we would seek God in our decisions.
Do the right thing.
We pray we never have to make them decisions. Make sure pray that they never come anywhere near nobody we know at all. Pray they never happen to nobody in the world. But we know it's a crazy world we live in and things do happen. So, I just want to thank y'all for
I'm done.
tuning in with us.
Woo.
I'm gonna tell you that salad. I bet it's still gonna be good tomorrow.
I'm gonna eat some of this. I'm taking it to work with me next week.
Boy.
No, I'm talking about I'm gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make it take
Okay, yeah, that's good and refreshing. That'll be so good with some shrimp.
Nah.
Okay, so y'all get down in the comments and tell us what you think about these cases. We love discussing it. We will discuss this with y'all for weeks and weeks to come. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about our videos, our food, our conversation, my cute husband,
my beautiful queen.
And I guess that's it.
God bless. Thank you.
Bye.